Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. Today's video topic is the all-important Hyundai Creta versus Kia Seltos, and so many of you have been asking me which is the car to buy. Now both of them are very similar. They share their engines, they share their platform, they share their mechanicals, and a lot of the features in both the cars are very similar too. In fact, as far as pricing goes, it's again very confusing indeed. You know why? Because there are a lot of the features which are there in the Creta which are also there in the Seltos actually. Meanwhile, Kia has also created a lot of confusion by offering 24 variants of the Seltos. So there is the HTE, there is the HTK, HTK Plus, HTX, HTX Plus, which is the one I'm driving right now. There's the GTK, there's a GTX, there's a GTX Plus. But in today's video, I'm going to be telling you which is the car you should be buying by giving you 5 reasons why the Creta is better than the Seltos and 5 reasons why the Seltos is better than the Creta. But before we get going, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Anyways, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Both the cars have the exact same wheelbase, but the Seltos is longer as well as wider. Meanwhile, the Creta is actually taller. Both of them resort to cost cutting by offering very hard plastics inside the cabin, but lot of hard plastics, especially on the lower half of the dashboard and on the top as well. The dashboard looks really nice other than the fact that there are a lot of hard plastics, but they have put this soft touch in the center. Super hard plastics, and both of them also lack a light on the sun visor. There's no mirror there either. Only one of the switch is backlit at night. Not all the switches are backlit, which is something which is there in the Kia Seltos as well. There are no backlit switches. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Cost cutting has been done there. For a car which costs so much, that is a glaring omission. However, there are plenty of features on offer. Now, here are 5 reasons why you should buy a Creta over the Seltos. Reason number 1, some unique features. The Creta gets certain unique features which are missing in the Seltos, like this massive panoramic roof, not really a big sunroof, which is a little disappointing at this price point. I wanted a bigger sunroof for sure. Electric parking brake, auto hold function, puddle lamps, one-touch cruise control, and the rear headrests also get cushions, which is not there in any other car at this price point. That's not all. The connected car tech on the Creta is more advanced. It's got around 50 features, comparing that to the Seltos, which has only 37. Now, I think only is the wrong word to use, but there are certain things which are really nice here, like voice commands, wherein you can say hello Blue Link to ask the car to open the sunroof or give you cricket scores, and a ton of other information as well. Hello Blue Link, open sunroof.
Opening the sunroof.
And there you see, it's a large panoramic sunroof, unlike in the case of the Kia Seltos, which doesn't get such a big sunroof. So this is a big draw for the Hyundai Creta. This is actually going to draw in a lot of buyers as well, because this is a very cool thing. That's not all. You can also remotely start a manual version of the Creta. Meanwhile, this feature is only available on automatic variants of the Seltos. Reason number 2, better ride quality. Hyundai has offered a softer suspension setup when compared to Kia Seltos, which has a stiffer suspension. Thus, the ride quality of the Creta is just so much more better than that on the Seltos. But the suspension is on the stiffer side. There is no two ways about it. The ride quality is on the stiffer side, and especially on bad roads, you can feel a lot. Even on expansion joints, you can feel the stiffness on offer. Reason number 3, better fuel efficiency. Although both the cars share their powertrains, somehow Hyundai has managed to squeeze around 0.3 kilometers per liter extra fuel efficiency, as per as ARAI of course, on the Creta when compared to the Seltos. Now this of course isn't a deal breaker at all.
That's the deal.
Reason number 4, Hyundai's vast sales and service network. Kia is a new player in the Indian market. Meanwhile, Hyundai has been there since the 90s and has a lot more sales and service outlets in the country. Reason number 5, better resale value. The Creta is a very established brand. In fact, at a time, it was the highest selling car in its segment. Thus, it's got a great fan following, which will result in better resale value too. However, in spite of being the newer car here, not everything is tilted towards the Creta, because here are 5 reasons why the Seltos is actually better than the Creta. Foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor, rev till 5000 RPM. Good amount of wheel spin on offer, and off we go. Rev till 5000 RPM. That's absolutely amazing how refined this engine is. Really stunning the way this motor actually performs. This is a BS6 compliant engine, which means that the refinement levels are just stellar. Reason number 1, design. Well, that was a given, wasn't it? The Seltos looks so much more universally appealing. Meanwhile, the Creta has a polarizing design. Most people think that the Seltos looks better than the Creta, and the overall design language of the Kia has always been better whichever market you compare it, because Kia focuses a lot on the design aspects of its cars. To make matters even better for the Seltos, it comes in two design themes, Tech line and GT line. But what really works in its favor is the fact that it's a complete badass by design. The design is what has won most people over. Reason number 2, features. I know there are a lot of features which are there in the Creta which are not there in the Seltos, but vice versa also happens. There are certain features in the Seltos which are not there in the Creta. Like for instance, the Seltos also gets a heads-up display, a blind spot monitor, front parking sensors, front parking camera, 360-degree parking camera, and mood lighting too. So I can change this to say, hey yo, and this changes. You can adjust the steering wheel only for height. It doesn't adjust for front and behind. Steering wheel, like I told you, is adjustable both for reach as well as rake. So if any of these features interest you, well, you're going to tilt towards the Seltos for sure. Reason number 3, turbo petrol manual. Although both the cars share their powertrains, Hyundai has decided to offer 5 powertrain options. Meanwhile, Kia offers 6. Thus, Hyundai has dropped the turbo petrol manual, which is offered by Kia in the Seltos, and honestly a manual really extracts the best out of a turbo petrol engine. So if anything, it is the manual which actually needs traction control, more so when the DCT box has become infamous for heating in stop and go traffic. Reason number 4, handling. The Seltos is a better handler than the Creta because the suspension is on the stiffer side. Because of the stiff suspension, the car feels so tight down to the road, offers great amount of high-speed stability as well, and doesn't feel nervous at all. Body roll is better contained on the Seltos, and it is just slightly more engaging than the Creta. This is not a driver's car by any means of imagination, because the steering, although it weighs up at high speeds, it just doesn't give you much feedback. Reason number 5, global features. While certain features are missing on the Creta, they are actually offered on the global model. In fact, the Chinese model gets a vertical 10.4-inch screen, very much like a Tesla. It gets a full digital instrument cluster as well, and a digital display on the gear lever as well. And obviously it also gets all the unique features which are there in the Seltos. So there you have it, guys. The Seltos excels in certain aspects, the Creta excels in certain aspects. The car you should be buying depends on what are your requirements. I know a lot of you crave for this massive panoramic roof. Well, you guys are going to opt for the Creta for sure. Meanwhile, the people who would give a 360-degree parking camera a lot more importance, they would opt for the Seltos. So I hope this video has made it very clear which is the car you should be buying. There shouldn't be any confusion anymore because the mechanicals are the same, the platform is the same, the engines are the same. So why are we even making this video? Anyways, I hope this video has helped you to make a good decision. If you're still confused, just get the Tata Harrier.